Okay, hi guys. I just thought I'd do like a product-based video today. I've not done one for a bit, so I thought I'd show you a phone. Now, I have the iPhone 6 on EE. A little bit of damage to the top there, and I never ever have a signal ever. And there's a mast not far away. The damage to the phone was done recently, but even before that I never ever have a good signal, or very rarely have a good signal. You can guarantee when I need to phone someone, or I need 4G, I can never rely on this. Even at home now, you can see it's on 1 bar, sometimes it goes up to 2, and there's an AE mast not even far away, about 100 yards down the road. So whether it's poor network, poor phone, I don't know, but I never have a decent signal on this phone. So I was thinking about it, and it's worse when I'm at home. So I had a look on eBay for a replacement or a substitute for when I'm at home, and came up with this. This odd looking machine. Now, a friend of mine, James Fletcher, he's got a really good YouTube channel, showed me these, said he was looking at one, and I saw it and thought, yeah, that's really good. So this is a GSM desk phone. So it looks like a normal house phone, or like an office phone, but it's got no wires plugged in, as you can see. And that is because it runs on a SIM card, which I'll show you that side of things soon. So this just goes on your desk or in your car or wherever you want to use it. Has a fold out antenna there, and as you can see, if I zoom in a little bit, it has full signal on Lebara. Now, Lebara is a virtual mobile network. I'm not sure who they run off. Could be O2, could be Vodafone. These will be part of one of the big networks. But I've got a full signal. So when I'm at home and people are trying to contact me, which the nature of the job I do happens regularly, and they can't get through on this, they can contact me on here. So yeah, I was really happy with this. This cost about 25 quid on eBay, which isn't expensive at all. I just like the look of it. I think it looks great with the antenna on the side. I'd prefer it in black, but the black was about £10 more expensive. I didn't really want to pay an extra tenner for that, so I got it in this sort of like a very light grey colour. Now, it comes with a little manual, but you don't really need manuals. Just wing it. So yeah, so I got this phone. What I'll do is I'll turn it off. Goodbye. And I'll show you what it's like. So it came all boxed up, and this is the main unit of the phone. So it's just a moulded plastic case, reasonably good quality actually. To be honest, it doesn't feel cheap. It feels okay. Reasonable weight to it as well. So yeah, it's not a cheap flimsy thing. So in the back you've got this little compartment which holds a small lithium-ion battery, so 3.7 volt lithium-ion battery, which just plugs into there, and you've got your SIM card which goes into that slot there, just like that. Battery plugs in, goes into that little compartment there. It's got some foam on the back of the little door to hold it down so it doesn't rattle. So yeah, nice and solid. Antenna, oops, just goes on the side there. Now I have had a look inside this. The antenna is actually hardwired to the PCB inside. Some of these cheap mobile phones just use the PCB or have like a surface mount antenna in there, and this actually has its own antenna. So there is coax running right through there, that's joined to the PCB, which I think is good. So that just folds up and down, doesn't go any further down than that, and doesn't go any further back than that, and it's reasonably steady, reasonably strong. This isn't rubber; it's like a plastic, so it's not going to get damaged, and it works really well. This is the handset. again, decent quality, good size handset, and that just has a little RJ, I'm not sure what type of cable it is, but it's an RJ cable that just basically slots in the side like that, and then goes into the bottom of the handset. Okay, so that's the phone. Give you an idea of the size compared to the iPhone 6 there. It also comes with this power supply, a 5-volt 1 amp power supply, 2-pin power supply with a on camera, little charging plug there, which goes into the side of the phone, plugs in, and then just goes into there and plugs into a 3-pin plug. Plastic insulators around the pins there, so you're not going to risk electric shock pulling this out if your fingers slip into there, which you know, can happen on some of the cheaper Chinese ones. And it's fused as well, this adapter, so quite safe, not going to cause anyone any harm. Doesn't get hot. I've had this plugged in for you know, days on end, and it's absolutely fine, so no issues there. And that's what you get in the box. So if I turn the phone on, just hold the on button like that, it says welcome. Searching for the network there. I'll zoom in a minute so you can see the display a bit better. And as you can see, it's found the network straight away. Now, yeah, date and time is correct as well. So whether the antenna's up or down, it still finds a full network signal. This never goes down ever. And I've looked for a Lebara mast, or a mast that supports Lebara, and there isn't one in the immediate area, sort of within the 1 mile range. So that's quite good. Battery, I've had this off charge now for about 4 or 5 days, and the battery level hasn't gone down, so really good. And it works just like an old, sort of like the old mobile phone in the displays. You've got messages, call logs, contacts, settings, clock, STK, what's that? I don't know what that is. And back to messages. So really easy to use. You can dial just like you would a normal phone, and you've got a dial tone to ring, so you've got a dial tone there to ring, so it sort of sounds not sure if you can hear that. It sounds authentic. Usually you wouldn't hear that on a mobile phone. So yeah. So I'll just go through the menus again. We've got just click the menu button. You've got OK and back, which corresponds to those buttons there. So you can write a message. So you can write just like an old mobile phone. What space? Oh God, I don't know what space is. But you get the idea anyway. There you go. You get the idea, and you can press OK to send that, and it'll send it off. So I've not sent any message on it yet because I've not put any credit in this, but it looks pretty simple to use. Call logs again are in there, so dialed, received, missed calls, and you can delete them, set call times, all that sort of stuff. Contacts again are in there, so test, that's the iPhone, and there's a test number in the iPhone, so these can ring each other. Contacts, settings, call settings, so you can select your network, call divert, call waiting, call barring, others. I love to call bar a lot of people. Phone settings, you've got language, shortcut settings, you can reset to factory. Clock, where you can set the time and date. I'm not sure what STK is. I will have to have a look in the manual, I think, but it's there anyway. So yeah, dead simple to use, really simple to use, and it works really well. So anyone who needs to contact me and can't get through on the mobile, they can just catch me on that on this GSM Deskphone if need be. So really handy little bit of kit for the price as well. So what I'll do is I'll try and ring this off my iPhone. Really rubbish signal, as I said. So we'll try giving it a call anyway and see if it works. Okay, so you can see there that it did work, which I'm surprised at. So you can see there you got a missed call, so you can just exit it, or you can look at the details and it's a missed call from test, and then obviously you can call them back, send them a message, add to contacts, delete, that sort of stuff. So you know, it's really handy. What I'll do is I'll try sending a text message. There you go. So you can see a message just come through, you can read it, test, tells you when it was, you can reply, all sorts of stuff you can do with that, so really handy. So yeah, so that's the Deskphone. I'm not even sure what the manufacturer it is really. There's no details on the actual phone itself, I don't think. Yeah, there's nothing that tells you who makes them, but these are on eBay anywhere between sort of 25 and 35, 45 quid, so really handy. It'd be good in the car, in emergencies, you know, in the back of the car, you know, if you ever caught up somewhere with you know, rubbish mobile phone signal. These older phones always do better. Anyone that has any of the old Nokia phones, you know what I'm talking about when I say the older phones have really have a much better mobile phone signal than any of these new ones do. Definitely, so handy to have, plenty of applications, and also a nice gadget to have in the shack. So stay tuned for part 2, guys, because I'm going to be doing a test call with James Fletcher, M6. Sorry, it's 2E0 KBA. He's got a really good YouTube channel, so I'll leave a link in the description. Go and look at his YouTube channel. We'll be hooking up in part 2 and doing a test call. He's got one of these in black, a slightly different model. So we'll see what the audio sounds like, see how the calls sound, and yeah, that'll complete the review. So part 2 will be coming soon, guys. So stay tuned, and make sure you check out James Fletcher's channel as well. 7-3 for now. Thanks for watching. What do you think? What do you think?